Good afternoon. I've just been for the most delightful walk along the seafront of Witley Bay. It's been absolutely lovely. And I just kept walking and walking and walking along the beach, and then stopped and turned round and thought, oh, bugger, I've got to walk all the way back again. So whilst I did those 19,000 plus steps in one day when I was in Calais, it's still a bit of a shock to the system that A, I can do it, and B, that I may still have to pay a little price for it in terms of pain levels afterwards, but boy, it's worth it. It's been an interesting couple of days though since I've been back, particularly the last 2 days. It's as if all the stress and strain just came out in my body over the last couple of days and completely crashed. And it's been interesting to reflect on where my mind goes at those times. I know that I am an introvert. I draw my energy from being on my own. So the last 5 weeks of virtually every day, 75-80% of the day being in company with other people has been draining, much more draining than I realised. And I think the last couple of days have been simply my mind and body saying, time out. You need to just recharge and get those energy levels up. But when you're in that mode where the energy is completely depleted, that's kind of a danger zone. And I noticed it particularly today when I was walking and I stopped to get a coffee. And as I was looking through the hatch to order just a black Americano, there was what looked like the most deliciously scrumptious carrot cake, which I can have if I really want to have it. And it was that moment of noticing, was I about to order it because I really wanted it and I would really enjoy it? Or was it just a reaction to emotion and energy level? And I realised that it was the latter, and that if I did order it and have it on that basis, I wouldn't really enjoy it and I wouldn't feel good afterwards. And that's certainly something I've noticed through this work over the last 8 months, has been the empowerment through noticing what's going on in the mind and noticing how that impacts the choices that we make. And this hasn't been a diet by any stretch of the imagination. It is not a diet. It is simply about making better choices, balanced choices, so that I look after myself. I nurture myself, sort of mind, body and soul. And by doing that, I've found that when I really want to have a piece of carrot cake, or if I really want to have a curry or whatever it may be, I can have it and thoroughly enjoy it without any self-judgment, without any self-punishment afterwards. Because in the past, it was always something that you couldn't have. There were sins, you weren't allowed to have it, you were cheating if you had something like that. And having that mindset meant that you had it, you felt guilty while you were having it, you felt even more guilty after you'd had it, and then as a result you'd then go and eat the contents of the fridge and the cupboard as an outcome of that. Whereas now, if I choose to have it on the basis that I really want it and I'm going to really enjoy it, I do thoroughly enjoy it, and that's it, that's the end of it. So noticing those times and recognising those times where perhaps those triggers become more to the forefront, where they're more accessible, becomes something that gives us the power to make the choices that we really want. And I think that's been one of the greatest gifts of this, has been the empowerment, the fact that this is completely my responsibility. I'm not answerable to anybody in terms of this. Yes, I work with a coach, and yes, I work with a nutritionist to support me, but there's no judgment, and that's something that I certainly will be carrying forward into my work with this, when I work with people, to help them share that same freedom. And that sense of freedom that has come with this has been phenomenal. I do hope you're having a wonderful day, and that you're making the choices for yourself that support you in whatever it is you want to achieve. And if you want to find out more about this journey and perhaps share in it and join me in it, then please do get in touch. Enjoy the rest of your day.